Hi everybody. Having problems getting pregnant is really pretty common. About 1 in 8 couples in the U.S. has trouble. This is true for first-time couples and for parents who are adding to their families. Well, joining us today are Dr. Sammy David and Jill Blakeway, the authors of the new book, Making Babies, a proven 3-month program for maximum fertility. You're a reproductive endocrinologist. Tell us how you teamed up with an acupuncturist to write this book.
Well, we were sharing patients for quite a number of years. And she approached me and said, Sammy, we should really do a book together. It will be the marriage of Eastern medicine and Western medicine. And I think they coexist and they actually complement each other.
Okay, so you describe infertility as a symptom rather than a diagnosis. Tell us how your book can help couples really get to the root of the problem.
Well, it is a symptom. It is a symptom of some disease. And many times the doctors that are doing in vitro fertilization and drugs sort of bypass that investigation. We give the person reading the book an idea of where to go, what to ask their doctors.
There's really been an increase in the number of couples that are being referred to fertility clinics. Why do you think that is, and is it really necessary? Because it seems like it might not be.
Well, a number of patients, a number of couples do not need to go through IVF. Infertility clinics are good, the infertility doctors are good, but they have to do their due diligence. They have to come down to the diagnosis.
Why, in your opinion, is it preferable to get pregnant naturally rather than using in vitro?
Well, there are some concerns about the IVF patients. The women may have medical problems in pregnancy. They may have hypertension. They may have bleeding during pregnancy. This happens higher than normal in the IVF patients. Twin pregnancies are more common. The babies may have learning disabilities, even whether a single birth or twin birth. There are concerns about the borderline ovarian tumors in women who take very high doses of drugs. I mean, it's not natural to be pumped up with drugs to make 10 or 15 eggs. First, find out why the couple is not becoming pregnant.
So many times women are diagnosed with the fertility problems. You've already touched on this a bit, but if you can just elaborate more on how men can play a role there too.
The male sperm is very important. It has to be normally shaped. And if not normally shaped, then there are concerns about the babies. Step back and ask your doctor, what's my diagnosis?
So the bottom line here, couples need to know that there are other options and they have to ask questions of their doctor.
That's correct.
Dr. Sammy David, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, we also had the opportunity to speak with co-author Jill Blakeway, a licensed acupuncturist, about the 5 different fertility types that she identifies in the book. Here's what she had to say.
There is a long history of Chinese medicine enhancing fertility. It's been done for about 2,000 years, and every day now at the Unova Center we use acupuncture to bring blood to the ovaries. We use acupuncture to help blood circulation to the uterus to build a nice uterine lining. We use it to decrease inflammation, which is often a problem in people not getting pregnant, and to balance hormones and to relieve stress. Everybody's journey ends up being different. Is what I've found. Some people come to us and really they only have a very small thing wrong. You know, little hormone imbalance, maybe it takes 3 months to sort out and they're pregnant. Some people it's a longer journey. And some people we're really preparing them to do IVF. You know, we're getting them in really good shape, but they in fact do need to do IVF.
The book divides people into 5 different fertility types: tired, dry, pale, stuck, and waterlogged.
What we did, we designed them because every different type needs a slightly different program in order to conceive naturally. So for instance, we have the tired type, and those people, and they know who they are, have metabolic issues. They put on weight easily, they're very sensitive to sugar, they can feel quite sluggish. That's the tired type. And we wanted to differentiate them because what we wanted to do was say to people, say you're the dry type, you're a little bit estrogen deficient, you may be a little perimenopausal. We'd like to give you specific advice. We'd like you to have plant estrogens, that kind of thing. But if you're the stuck type, in Western terms, you'd be a little estrogen dominant and prone to fibroids and endometriosis. And we wanted to tell those people, for instance, lay off the soy lattes. That's not your thing. So we designed them so that we could give different advice to different people.
These treatments aren't just for women. Jill says men account for up to half of all infertility issues.
I think as women often, if we're not getting pregnant, we blame ourselves and we don't think to have our partner checked out, but we really should. And the good news is that men make new sperm every day that come to fruition in 72 days, so they can change their reproductive reality really very quickly. In 3 months, they can be in a different place. So it is worth A, having your guy checked out, and B, having him clean up his lifestyle a little bit. That can make a huge difference.
All right, Jill, thank you so much. Such great information. And to find out more, pick up a copy of the book, Making Babies. Thank you so much for watching Parents TV. We'll see you soon.